Oh my god.
Welcome to CouncilCast. This is episode 274, being recorded on October 10th, 2023. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Technology?
There's
You're
no
not
echo.
on echo.
I had one where I was just random shit.
Oh,
Still
you're
not
on your
echo.
you're on your AirPods.
Wait a minute. I am. I'll do random shit later, just as I fix this. Oh, crap.
With little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. Welcome to this week where we will bring you a fresh set of delightful fart jokes. And maybe some tasteful poop jokes. You never know.
Jeez.
That's all we got. That's all the time we have this week.
Is Matt are you talking, Matt? You're on mute. Okay.
He's talking to someone else. He's
Good.
doing another podcast right now.
Dual podcasting it. All right. Well, that's great. Because we're going to talk about how you can't just throw stuff away in space anymore. Otherwise, you're going to get fined, which is what happened to Dish as they botched their satellite deorbit and are getting a space fine.
What? Thumbs down. I'll be right
Who
back.
issues them?
The FCC, apparently.
The FCC issues space fines?
Yep. They just fined Dish $150,000 for failing to properly deorbit their TV satellite.
Like when Michael Scott is.
What parameters did it violate?
Obviously, the proper ones.
Why is the FCC? Oh, because it was a satellite, and they're allowed to govern it in some way like that, or regulate it, I guess.
Yeah. So apparently, there's something about like it made space debris or something like that, or they're leaving parts of it up there or something like that. So
Random shit.
That's kind of where they ended up with the.
That was a hella echo. Delay. That's a
heck of a delay.
Sorry, I had to leave the show to change mics. It wouldn't let me do it.
That was the random shit.
So how does the whatever think that they now can police space?
Because it was some sort of satellite. It was some sort of satellite, and the FCC is in charge of the satellites.
But is this stuff is this littering space, or is it stuff falling back to Earth?
Did Dish
More or less stuff in space.
Did Dish publish a some sort of response that included the FCC won't let me be?
No.
That would be dope.
So wait,
They should get
Just call him
Eminem
Eminem and an issue of response.
Isn't there?
Wait a minute.
Please write me a
I'm
rap.
confused. What's out there?
The truth. The truth is out there.
Satellites in space.
Aliens.
Space junk.
Somewhere, presumably.
Literally everything in
Oh,
space.
God
Morty.
damn it.
By far.
There's literally everything in space, Morty.
Yeah, apparently when the Dish decided to move their satellite as it was out of service, they moved it to an orbit that could pose orbital debris concerns. So they did not put it into the proper deorbiting
Orbitable
orbit.
debris.
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 There you go. I guess if you want to just throw some space junk up there, you might get a $150,000 fine.
Now, you said the FAA, right? Is that how you said? FAA?
No, the
The
FCC.
FCC.
Oh, FCC. FCC.
Correct, Brian.
Yep, they're going to come and knock down their front door.
So the FCC, Federal Communications. What are they? What is that? Commission?
Sure. Sounds about right.
Federal Communications. Okay. So what if there's a cable under the ocean to provide communications from like one place to another, and that cable has an issue? Do they like find the ocean or something? I mean, do they just there's no limit to their power? Is what I'm
Well,
saying.
presumably,
Yeah.
that cable being that way does not pose much of a hazard to
A debris issue.
A debris.
Okay.
A debris.
Well, it just feels like they're kind of overstepping, is all I'm saying. I'm gonna say thumbs down for overstepping.
I appreciate your commentary on this matter and your theories on government overreach.
It's government overreach.
Sure. I'm gonna go with a thumbs up for slapping down the fines.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
Don't put
for
more
government
debris out there.
overreach.
Debris.
Wait a minute. Let me do this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Indeed.
Perfect.
How do you just keep doing that? Oh, is that a button, or are you just doing that?
It's a button. He has it on. He has it on a
It
key.
is both.
He just has gas ready to go.
He's
For a
that.
week.
He ate beans right before the show.
You know what they say? Beans, beans, the musical fruit.
The more you eat, the more you toot.
This is fact.
I love
This is the truth.
the Blazing Saddles bit where they do the whole farting thing around the fire. And so, I don't know, was it Warner Brothers that made the movie? And they said to Mel Brooks, now that's got to go. You've got to cut that out of the movie. Well, he had controlling rights to everything. And he said, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I'll cut that out of the movie. You bet, no problem. Which he didn't do. And then they see it in the theater. And they're like, hey, I thought you said you cut that out of the movie. He's like, sorry. This is so funny.
Then he like pointed at the contract.
Yeah, remember?
He's like, I'm about to make you so much money. Shut up.
Yeah. You gotta take that farting scene out. It's terrible.
Well, you think Bugs Bunny doesn't fart?
That's
Too
hilarious,
good for
'cause
that,
he could say
Warner
yes
Bros?
to all- he could say yes to them about everything. Yeah, sure. I'll take all that out. You bet. No problem.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Well, something that the FCC won't be able to fine you for, though, but maybe came from space, is NASA's new metal bike tires.
Okay.
Say goodbye to flats forever.
I feel like we talked about this a while ago. Was that just in Discord and not here?
Yeah, I think it was.
All right.
Wait a minute. You know, it sounds
So-
familiar.
We've talked about tires before. That
You talked
don't
about totally
deflate.
metal tires.
not metal tire.
It's metal.
We've talked about square tires.
Metal.
We talked
So
about
yes,
some
these
sort of-
are
We got to test
Metal
your
tires.
metal.
I thought all tires. In
We got
now, where is this again?
to
Like on a
test
rover
your
or something?
metal.
what? No, these are for a bicycle.
On the moon, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Tour de Luna. Tour de Lune. Tour de Lune.
What, Blaine? What?
What? I knew you were stupid when you agreed to that role in that movie, but we didn't know you were that stupid.
I thought we were talking about lunar tires.
No, these are real tires. Real tires. For your real bicycle.
Mooner tires.
Okay.
Mooner.
They might moon you. I don't know.
Okay.
But yes, these bike tires are apparently made from metal. They have a basically completely metal construction with a little bit of a tire or rubber strip, I should say, that provides your traction.
And the
but
metal's
idea
made out of the
being-
memory metal shit, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So
It
it's
is
like
made from-
"Futang," back into shape.
So it does have some flex to it, so it's not like riding just a super rigid tire. But the idea being that you don't have to fill it up with air, and it obviously would never go flat either. So
Pretty good for like
I'm
the
wondering
city
what happens
bicycles
when
and
that-
stuff, I would assume.
Wonder what happens when
Yeah.
you lose the tread. Like, can you just get it? Like,
Yeah,
They
the
can
tread is
retread it,
replaceable,
yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Well,
So you
okay.
can, in fact, you can buy these tires today. So warning, it is a Kickstarter. But
they're like
for
$1,000
$500, $500.
$1,000 a
Um,
tire.
Well, I guess $250 a tire. You get 2 tires for $500. So yeah, so you can do that. They do say that the tread is rated for 8,000 miles, and they can retread them for $10 a piece, basically.
8,000 miles. So that's basically 2 tires a year for me, because that's how much I ride my bike.
Well, then it only will cost you $10 every 2 years, Brian. Cheap.
That's good, 'cause
Imagine all the other
always
tires you don't
changing
need to
tires.
replace. Yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting idea. I don't know. I feel like $500 is a little expensive for 2 tires, but I liked it.
That's interesting.
I mean,
I
if
say-
you can get
well-
rid of having to fill up tires all the time, not have to worry about flats. Yeah, maybe for like city bikes where things just get left outside for an extended period of time, that might be a good use.
Well, I mean, the best part about them going on the city bikes is I assume they want to minimize the amount of time that the bike itself spends in maintenance. So, yeah, something like a tire that you never that like extends the amount of time in which you have to fucking mess with it. Yeah, because I bet those things. I bet like city bikes get flats and stuff all the time.
I would imagine. Yeah.
I mean, just the
They probably
volume
just
of
have
them.
somebody
and
going
they-
around replacing
yeah.
them. Or even just, even just losing air in general. Even
I mean,
if it doesn't have a
that's
flat.
normal on a bike, right?
Right.
Normal on my bike. Normal on the bike before that. You gotta check the air every ride, unless you go and then you just go the next day. You probably I don't even think I do that.
But yeah, I guess I give it I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I can see some uses for it.
Thumbs up.
I just don't know if I would slap down that much money yet for one.
How much did you say it was a tire?
250.
$250 a tire.
I don't know what a normal bike tire costs. They're not cheap if you're buying high performance shit, but
Yeah, it honestly is probably not that much more expensive, I'm guessing, than a high performance tire, but
yeah, but we're not talking high performance tire replacement, right?
correct.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
makes me think of Scrooged on the set. That whatever knocking is called, hammering. That scene not come to mind
What?
on Scrooged with Bill Murray when they're hammering on the set and he's trying to talk.
Oh, you can hear that.
Yeah.
Why
I
are
guess
you
they're-
only just now saying something about it?
Well,
Because I
we
didn't
just
know where
started
it was
to hear
coming
it.
from.
It's coming
I
from
thought it
up-
was coming
up
from
there.
Brian.
Katie's doing a project in the
Please
bathroom.
Stop the hammering.
I thought it was Daphne in the basement cutting up some
No.
people.
It's just Katie fucking around with whatever project she's doing in the bathroom because the bathroom is right above me, up there.
No, it's just funny.
Up. I want my finger. I don't understand how webcams work. It was going the opposite direction of fucking whatever.
Well, that's kind of like the next story here, where a TV that you can maybe go in the opposite direction of up, which is it'll go down for you. Have you ever wished that you had a
What?
TV? Yep.
Go on.
Have you ever wished
hold on,
that you
I
had a
got something- I
TV
got something for this.
I got something for
That was-
this.
completely wireless, and actually stuck to the wall with suction cups? And would you ever be worried about
There it is.
This doesn't
about it
seem-
falling off the wall?
Yeah, I would.
Well, the company that makes said TV has a solution for you. They are now
Is it liability
Created-
insurance?
no. They actually created a self-lowering device for it.
A
Yes.
what?
Jib?
So they this company called Displace, they make a TV that's completely wireless. It has a battery in it, and it uses a vacuum pump to basically hold it on a wall. So you don't have to do any sort of mounting to a wall using screws and bolts and stuff.
All right.
And the biggest fear is, what happens when the battery runs out and your TV falls off the wall.
Yeah,
Or
seems like
something else happens.
a design flaw.
Yep. So apparently they came up with a way, instead of offering insurance, they have a TV mount that goes on the back of it that if it somehow detects loss of vacuum, it will stick a plate to the wall, using an adhesive, and then we'll use a like cord on a brake to slowly lower the TV to the floor
Why is this so
with an airbag on the
convoluted?
bottom. I don't know.
What the fuck? It's like they were doing a Rube Goldberg project. However the fuck you say that, Brian?
Yes, Rube Goldberg.
What the hell are you doing?
Brian, we can't hear you.
Sorry. 4 bolts that you can fix with spackle, or this ridiculously expensive device that will ultimately fail and break your TV.
Amazing.
Sorry. That's a terrible.
I mean, if you watch the video, like, so I was imagining like this thing might happen relatively quickly, and there is a video in the story, and the whole thing takes like 4 minutes.
To fall?
Yeah.
It's
So,
like the slow mo
literally-
of Alan Rickman flipping that fucking table.
Yeah, literally, I watched it and I'm like, do I have this on like half speed or something like that?
It
I'm
takes
like,
him
nope.
like 5 minutes in the slow mo to look at the camera. His eyes don't even make contact. You remember that shit? One of the best videos on the internet.
Yes. But yeah, I guess, the whole thing is, I guess, supposed to make you feel better about buying their TVs so that you don't have to worry about it getting broken. Some of the unique things is apparently, what happens if you have something underneath it.
Like a
How
child.
does it account for that?
Yeah, a
Doesn't.
person.
Kills him. Timmy
But
deserved it.
apparently, it does apparently flash and make noise while it falls, so that if you do have a kid
Oh
or
my god, this thing has everything.
pet or something under it,
Entice them to
it-
go closer to it.
Yeah, exactly.
it attracts them.
The fucking blinky light isn't gonna scare a kid away. Kidding me?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I guess I'm glad that they're coming up with a way to make this work, but it does seem extremely convoluted. The TV itself does cost $4,500, so if you're willing to risk it all in a vacuum pump,
How much?
$4,500.
Good Lord.
That's a lot of dollars.
A lot of dollars to hold up with some stupid
Wait, so
device.
this is a super affordable option that is really convoluted. I mean, really
Yeah.
straightforward, lots of fun. Thumbs up.
Imagine
I
that.
love this idea.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't just like create an airbag that just like completely pops out and surrounds the TV, so it just like bounces wherever it
They
wants
could have
to
just
go without getting hurt.
repurposed like returned
they have-
motorcycle crash suits, like the ones
Yeah.
that have
They have
airbags.
those,
just put that on the TV, like.
I agree with you. I think if it had an airbag on all the corners, so that when you pick the broken TV up off the floor and the screen is cracked in every 50,000 places, at least the corners still aren't broken.
Actually, they should have a thing that like completely covers the screen, so that when the screen does break, you don't have to pick up all the tiny pieces of glass from the floor.
Or 4 bolts from Ace Hardware for I don't know, $475.
Yeah, but what if you have to move it, Brian?
Then you spend an extra $4 on spackle and you move it. That's just so stupid. It's just a dumb thing.
Spackle.
I'm so spackle. I'm glad that they've created this amazing thing. It's just dumb and it will fail and your TV will break.
100%.
I would laugh
I don't
if
see any problems with this.
The first time it happens, the cord breaks or something like that. Like,
I mean, this seems like something you would use. Like, okay, if you're going to go somewhere, like if you have a big van
Go
and you're going to take a
somewhere.
giant TV to someone's
Do
house like, for a
something.
party and stick it on the wall, I mean that makes sense. But
I mean,
Wow.
I definitely see like this not being a thing you'd normally use at your house. I would agree, Brian. It has to be like a use case for people who are constantly like moving a TV around. I think the article mentions a little bit like you can maybe get it for people who go to trade shows or something like that. Like maybe that's a good use case for this, where there's no wires, you don't have to mount it to anything. Maybe that's a good. I don't know. I'd probably get one at work, and then I could like put it in my wall in my office, and I could like just randomly carry it to every conference room I needed to go to that didn't have a TV in it.
Wait,
where's Blaine at?
you just
Blaine's
bring it with
getting
you?
his, he's getting
Just
a
bring it with
65
me.
What
inch
do you-
TV out of
It's
his
got those suction cups on the back, so you just like, and it's wireless, so you can just walk into
Yep.
the fucking boardroom with like your entire C-suite, and you're like, whoosh, you whiff it at the wall. It's like,
Just throw it on the
bang!
wall.
It's like sideways. It's not even level. It's just like, boom, and it just says, "Sup, fuckers."
Actually, the one thing I didn't see on this to make that better is I think they should add a handle to the top of the TV so it's easier to carry around.
You know what would
Then
make
I
it
would
so
buy
it
it.
wouldn't fall off the
Sure.
wall? Just one of those
Putting it on the ground.
Sanus TV mounts from Best Buy. That'd work just fine. Shout out to Sanus.
I'm gonna give it a
Sanus?
thumbs up.
Is it Sanus?
Yeah.
You know what brand I'm talking about, right? The SANUS one they make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is sanus.
It is.
They hate us because they ain't us.
God, another great comedy film.
Yeah. Give it a thumbs up. Good for trying to make something complicated. Why not?
I still can't believe that got made.
The most
I
Why
can't
not?
believe that it got-
complicated, impractical way to hang a TV. Congratulations, you win the prize.
Well, you know what? Something else I can't believe got made is a $17,000 solid gold Apple Watch that is now completely useless.
What do you mean completely useless?
So apparently, if you remember when Apple launched their first Apple Watch, they apparently made a completely solid gold version that costs $17,000,
And somebody bought it.
and somebody bought it, and it is now on the obsolete list
because it's a Series 1.
because it's a Series
Amazing.
1.
They should have, if I'm spending $17,000 on an Apple Watch, I feel like I want a contract with that says that you replace the innards with the new stuff. I don't know.
I agree.
I mean, that's a
It's
pretty
collector's
one-off
item either way.
bespoke
They're not
item.
wearing it.
Yeah.
It's sitting somewhere.
Right. It's just you can't update it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can't update it. You also, if it's something were to fail, you would never be able to get it fixed anymore. So,
Yeah.
but to some extent, it probably
But
just is gonna show
that
up in a
wasn't the
museum
point.
somewhere.
The point
Yeah.
when it first came out was that somebody bought it for $17,000 and looked cool for a while, and that was worth $17,000 to them.
But can't they? I mean, can't you put new guts in it?
I don't know.
Technically,
Probably do it.
anything's
You
possible.
could.
Yeah,
Apple won't do it.
Oh.
I've played a lot of Operation. I think I could probably pull it off.
Just have a steady hand. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I would agree. If I paid $17,000 for a watch, I would expect probably some stipulation to.
Although
keep
I
it running.
would say that $17,000, while it sounds crazy for a watch,
It's not the most expensive
it
watch
is
you
not
can buy.
even close. Go spend some time on /r/watches and then just realize how fucking poor you are.
But the problem is, like, you can still spend a lot of money, and I bet those watches are still supported much longer than what this watch was.
Yes, they would.
Yeah,
They're
because they could just be fixed by a watchsmith.
Yes. But yeah, I guess something that you probably could fix if you are good at operation is create a giant keycap hat that actually types.
What?
A what now?
So yeah, if you ever wish that you could type on the go with your hat, Google has the answer for you.
With your hat. Okay.
Yep. So from the same people, you guys remember a while ago we talked about the keyboard that was every key on a single row. It was like
same
really long.
group.
Same group.
God, these fuckers.
So they came up with a hat that is shaped like a keycap, and it actually has a button in it so that you can actually press down on it while you're wearing it to type things.
Which key
and
code
you can connect
does
to
it
your
send? It should just
so
send the
you can
hat
actually
emoji.
control it.
It should just be the hat emoji.
You can actually rotate the hat to decide which key
Wait,
you are
you
pressing.
press you like notch it and then press like A, B, C.
Something like that.
Oh my
yeah.
god! You know what they need? I hope they don't
The best
have.
part is-
I hope they don't have like all the alphas up there, and they do like in what's that movie? The Martian when he does hecadecimals and 'cause he's eating that potato when he realizes
You have
it.
to long hold to get it to be a capital
Hecadecimals.
letter. How do you do that?
Oh my my goodness.
It doesn't say
They
exactly.
could have just had it be one button in it. Well, but their specialty is making stupid keyboards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I applaud
So-
this. I love it when
It
people
does
take
connect-
the hard way.
It does connect to your phone or computer via Bluetooth, so you can.
I need to go
actually
pull
type out
this link
messages.
and send it to somebody in Discord because she's like well known for using a wacky keyboard on her phone. So I'm gonna be like, "Yo, found your new input device." Can you imagine? Like they would have competitions for who can type the fastest. Like
That would be pretty good. I mean, the best part is you could send this to somebody as Google did open source the plan, so somebody
Oh
could
my
actually make this
God.
for you.
Oh my gosh.
they got jokes.
Yeah, it is coming. To be honest, it is coming out of the Japanese group, so yes, they do have some jokes.
Yeah, if it was the German group, they would have just like moved the X and the Z keys and been like, "It's subtle, but it's there."
This is
They
more
would actually
precise.
made it like 95% more efficient.
Yeah, that's and the joke in yours is that yes, they made it 90 whatever. Shit, but the joke is that they could have made it better, but chose to not make it the 100%. Like they were fully
We
capable.
could have gone the extra 5%.
Yeah, they were fully capable, but they just no. That's
We thought
a
it would be
joke.
funny to see you struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give them a thumbs up for coming up with another wacky keyboard. Why not? I'd love to see somebody out in the wild using this.
Where, like on a
I
plane?
love that too. You're on the
Yeah,
subway
sure.
in New York and you're watching
Actually,
some-
probably.
Is it a
Yeah,
one-handed
Subway.
operation or a two-handed operation kind of deal?
Yeah, good enough. It's a one-handed operation.
It looks one-handed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe. How big is it relative to one's hand?
I'd say it looks slightly larger than like a baseball cap. So
So I could do this. That would work.
I mean, it'd be a little bit higher off your head, but yes.
Oh, it's all the way up here.
Yeah, it's more like that. Yeah. But yeah, if you're not using your hat to type out new messages on alien message boards, Amazon will apparently now pay you $1 million if you catch alien footage on your Ring doorbell.
That's not nearly enough. Do you know who? Oh, is this just
Challenge
is this
accepted.
just in addition to how much I can get elsewhere? They're like, you also win.
Yeah.
They're like, they're not paying for
still
the
turn it
rights
in
to the video
elsewhere.
because it's already theirs, right? Probably. Like you've already signed it
Probably.
away, I would guess. Like if something happened and you wanted to sell the footage, I bet you, like if it were enough money, they'd be like, "Nah, that's our footage." Like,
Sure.
like they don't care if
So-
you're selling.
And then it's just like they're just like foreshadowing the out of court the out of court settlement that they would be paying out. It's $1 million. That's what we get. We've already established this.
Well, you know, because the person is going to want to fight that. Like, usually you don't fight Amazon, but you fight them when you're selling like some footage or some BS.
So what you need is these people that do these cosplay stuff that have these amazing costumes to walk by these things, the alien costume.
You have to be that convincing.
And just walking down the street, just or walking up to the house delivering a package or just whatever, and just keep sending them in. And
Well,
then
like the alien is in
sending
like
in.
the brown UPS uniform delivering a package.
I don't know, walking by in the yard, just walking. By
Inflation hits us all in different ways. It's
So
hard out
I
there.
didn't read the whole.
They just get.
I didn't read the whole
Video
article
after
until
video.
now, but they did say that the best scientific evidence video will go against a judging panel and will receive $1 million. But you can also make your own alien homemade video. Like they will take submissions for people who dress up as aliens, and you can win a $500 gift card.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So you have until
Okay,
if
so
you do
here's
want to
the
take
deal.
part.
If I capture a real life alien,
Well, nobody told me that there was $500 on the line here.
yeah, we're in it now. If I capture, I feel like I'm more likely to win this than the Powerball. So
48 hour, here we come.
the very narrow window in which my Ring doorbell looks, right? So basically, this has to be if a real life alien decides to come to my house for dinner, or wants to solicit like some bullshit.
The Jehovah's Witness alien.
Yeah, can you imagine that poor bastard alien that shows up, trying to sell you like an Auric or a Kirby?
It's this vacuum is out of this world.
That's the one right there. I'm pointing at Silas. He's right here.
That's great.
They have to deliver it that way you just delivered it, because that was, I have to say it, and I'm supposed to sound enthusiastic, but I've said this is the 100th time today. Like I just can't. At 99, I feel like I still had it, but I just can't muster enough caring to deliver this line.
It's a summer internship. He doesn't care.
So yeah, you have until November 3rd to submit your alien evidence to Amazon, and you may be able to win $500 or $1 million.
Do they stipulate whether it can be a resident or non-resident alien?
Oh.
How specific are they?
It just says alien. So.
Boom. Do they define alien?
I think it's implied that it's from,
because that is also a technical term.
I'm not sure.
I think it's implied that it's an extraterrestrial and not an alien.
I don't think we get to do implication in my winnings.
Indeed.
Well,
so they do call it extraterrestrial sightings.
Oh, okay, shit. Now you broke it. Why didn't you say that 45 seconds ago?
Well, now I did. So, yes, extraterrestrial sightings, real or creative interpretations will be accepted. You can go to ringmilliondollarsighting.com/coming soon, I guess.
I just can't wait to have to put on like my taxes why I won that.
You just need those two guys, the guys that dress up like Predator at Comic-Con. You just walk down somebody's neighborhood. The Ring just catches these two predators just walking by.
I do like that they will. Fuck, it's so dumb. Are they just like this? Is this just some publicity shit, like some marketing crap somehow? Like they're just trying to drive
for
people.
Halloween, basically.
Okay. I forget that it's Halloween this month.
What, after that movie?
That's why they have until November 3rd. So yeah, I'm gonna go with thumbs up for aliens. So why not?
Thumbs up for space.
And with that, we're gonna
fake or real
move on to our billionaire pitches for the week.
Nah.
Who wants to start us off? All right.
You know how sometimes you have TVs mounted to the wall and you're just worried about them falling off?
Always.
And you think, hey, maybe I can make some flashing lights or something to warn people of it.
Well, I don't think I could, but I think somebody should.
What I think a billionaire should do is invest their money into the TV grappling hook. And anytime it starts to sense that it's falling, it shoots a grappling hook into your ceiling and catches itself and doesn't fall to the ground or injure
That sounds better, yeah.
I like that. To see that.
Would you have a 13-minute repeating infomercial on at 2:30 in the morning on the local channel?
I think I'd disable.
I'm in. I'll invest in this project.
The suction cups to see that grappling hook go through someone's ceiling.
As long as we're selling it to old people late at night, or on QVC early in the morning.
That's something you buy for someone.
This is what you buy for great aunt, Gertrude, who you want the TV to become a pendulum and just take her out so you can get your inheritance.
No, this is something you buy for your buddy who's is really, really proud of their new TV. That's
No, actually, it's probably even better for somebody who lives like if you are buying it for an old person who lives in an apartment building and it just like shoots through to the next floor above them, and somebody else is like, "What the hell?"
It ruins
And
the
it ends
TV
up
above
knocking
them.
their TV off
Yeah,
the wall.
yeah, but it only does it to other brand TVs, so that they have to go buy. It's like more likely to go buy the TV brand that shot them down.
That way, it can kick off like a whole chain reaction through the whole building. It'd be perfect.
I have
I like it.
I have a
Thumbs up.
billionaire pitch, and it's a giant space trash can. So that when it just looks like a giant trash can. We have to get creative. It's going to fly up in outer space. Lid's going to open. It's just going to kind of maneuver around and pick up junk and close the lid, and then no one has to get fined by the FCC.
What's the lid sound like?
You can't hear it because it's in space.
Like it's a vacuum seal thing.
Sounds pneumatic.
I don't know. I'm not the design person here. I'm the idea person. I think that we need a giant trash can in space that picks up junk.
person.
You're like a walking Craigslist ad. It's like, great idea. Just need a coder to implement in 48 hours. It's the next Facebook.
And sometimes, just for publicity stunt, when the thing opens up, Oscar the Grouch can pop out and go, "Ah!"
Oh shit!
And then it'll
Did
say,
anybody check whether we had any comments?
I've been watching. No
Okay,
comments
good. Okay. Just didn't want to leave our watchers out there in the.
I think our watchers
void.
are entertaining people tonight. So
Are you kidding me?
Maybe
Why the hell are we here
aliens?
then?
I have no idea.
And why do we know such
Literally.
specific facts about our listeners / watchers?
All of our listeners have company.
All of our listener?
No, all of our listeners have company tonight. It's tradition. It's CouncilCast. Don't watch.
It's a don't watch party.
It's a don't watch party that our fans get together and have fun.
Yeah, they got to watch it there so that they make sure
Every
not to
week.
watch it.
Every week.
They got to know. You got to know what you don't need to watch or can't watch.
We have like
watch party.
we have like 2 billion.
You know, there had to have been those when Game of Thrones was airing, right? Like people who didn't give a shit about Game of Thrones. Then maybe
probably.
they threw like a something every Sunday night that was like a big fuck you. Game of Thrones. I don't know.
Come join our don't watch party.
I've never heard of one of these before, and I'm not sure I want to go to one.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
Yeah, my idea. So the one thing as I've started thinking about this suction cup TV, one thing I do find completely lacking from TV, and I'll extend this to computer monitors as well, is there's a distinct lack of handles for carrying and or moving said things around. So if you want to like move your monitor, move your even just to mount it, it's kind of a pain in the butt to kind of lift it up on the sides.
Well,
Maybe
like
you just want
TV
to
or with computer monitors and stuff. I mean, a lot of these plastics are. Do all of them need to be like uniform, or do you just not want it to look like it has a handle right there built in? Basically, I guess it depends on the monitor. Like some of them are just so.
I'm thinking it'd be like. I'm thinking it'd be like a pop-up thing, so like it slides out of the back, and then it can drop down so that it blends into the frame, so it doesn't look like it handles there all the time.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't move my monitors enough to be like wishing for a specific feature. I guess I don't know. Do you move a lot of monitors?
No, but it seems like a good idea, so somebody should do that. It's just every time I do move a monitor, it's a huge pain in the ass. So
yeah, I mean they're kind of
like a pretty simple
awkward if you
fix.
have stuff like ultra wides and shit.
Yeah.
What I want to know is why the cables, the old 9-pin, 12, what are those ones where you have to screw the thing in?
The what?
VGA.
Oh, the blue ones, the typically blue
blue
ones.
Yeah, why do they make it so impossible to screw those in?
Yeah,
and then unscrew them.
It's a racket of some sort. I've just never figured it out. I think it might be like very small, like pharmaceutical stuff, like a Band-Aid or some shit. Like it's like big that they're like trying to bust up your fingers, so you have to spend money on that. You'll probably find that the Standard is owned by the same company that makes Band-Aids, probably, I think.
It's probably a pyramid
Like trying
scheme.
to put a coax cable in the back of your TV. That's as
I
easy
think
as turning
coax.
a switch.
Every time I try to screw a coax cable in, I'm like, how did anyone ever do this?
Yep.
It's like you can never get it started, and then you're like, how come I can't get this started?
Why can't it?
And then every time you want to take one off, it's like the most sealed thing on the fucking planet.
Yeah, what'd you guys put this on with? A torch?
Yeah, I don't. Did you like heat it up while you did it so that when it cooled down, it was?
The best part is when I usually disconnect my modem from my cable, I actually end up rotating the modem because I can't get the stupid little nut on the cable to spin.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, sometimes it's so bad. You're almost like,
there.
just screw it. I'm gonna cut the wire, throw the TV away, and start.
If you really want to mess with somebody, throw some fucking blue Loctite in there.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Eric says that
All right.
Sorry he's late. He was busy turning his in-laws into flaming liberals.
And that's CouncilCast.
Woo! Shut it down.
Council meeting adjourned. Thank you for listening as we do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. If you liked what you saw and liked our tasteful fart jokes, you can go check us out at councilcast.org or find us on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Check us out on X at RealCouncilCast.
On X.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
No. Move us to Mastodon. Blue Sky. What's the other one? Threads?
Put us on Threads. Snapchat.
Hit us up on the Threads at CouncilCast.
You guys.